long as the night ends with you in a yellow cab, shooting me a text saying coming home soon. As long as I can bet on you calling into bed after slipping out your high heel shoes.
So we are here with Brett Young. Welcome to Toronto.
Thank you.
Hello. So I have a question for you. You're from California?
Yeah, Orange County.
So what's the country music scene like there?
Growing up, there wasn't much of one,
Okay.
but nowadays I feel like country's kind of taken over the world. I
Yeah.
go back now, and all my friends that thought I was weird for listening to it growing up, they're all diehard country fans,
Yeah.
going to country festivals, and I think it's slowly kind of winning over the hearts of Southern Californians.
Yeah, I believe that because I was going to say, when a California country guy, it's not something I've heard before, but it sounds like country's definitely trending, and it's a thing, and it's growing. And
Yeah,
it's awesome.
yeah, it really is. I think music through the generations kind of does this, but one thing country's always done is it's always told a story, and I think
Yeah.
no matter what phase of country we're in, that story is always consistent throughout, and so I think that's finally starting to win people over.
Yeah, of course. Have you ever been to Nashville? I'm sure you
I
have.
live there.
Do you?
I do. 2 years now.
Oh, well, how is the comparison?
You know, it's hard because Nashville's the first place other than California that's ever started to feel like home.
Okay.
But I can't help but miss the beach every day.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So yeah, I mean, I love it. I couldn't do musically what I'm doing anywhere else, but I just gotta get my fix and make it to the beach
Get
as
back
often
there
as possible.
and
Yeah.
have a beach trip.
Yep.
All right. So we love your song "Sleep Without You."
Thank you.
What's the backstory?
I was back in LA visiting, and I got in this rental car, and I'm driving out of the rental facility, and I'm getting where I'm going into my GPS, and before I know it, I've listened to 3 songs on whatever station are on in the car.
Yeah.
Happened to be pop radio, and all 3 songs are like the same song. It was a guy singing about sleeping with a girl, and I was
Yeah.
like, for whatever reason, I mean, that's not a new theme in
No,
music, but for whatever reason that day, I was like, we get it.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Yeah, that song works, we get it. And I wanted to put like a sweet twist on if it's the bedroom song or whatever it is, you know. And this is where it got a little weird. I started thinking about my parents.
Okay. Not weird at all.
They've been married like, I think going on 38 years. I may have that off by a year or 2, but
We won't tell them.
yeah, right. Until they watch this. And my dad still says like it's weird going to sleep, in their bed when my mom's out of town for the weekend.
Yeah,
and I
that's
thought,
sweet.
I don't think that's specific to marriages. I think you get used to a goodnight phone call in a
Yeah.
relationship, and then on a night where you can't call to say goodnight, it feels weird and it's hard to sleep. And so, I took the idea to some writers in Nashville, and they loved it, and we wrote "Sleep Without You."
Oh, is there someone it's based on?
No,
No.
not that song. I happened to be fully single when I wrote
When you
that
wrote
song.
that one?
Yes.
That's funny.
No matter how late, baby, I'll be staying up. I can't sleep without you.
So you have a bunch of tattoos.
I have some
Is this
tattoos,
true? How
yeah.
many do you have?
I think I have 5.
You think?
I
One
always have to
snuck in
count
there?
again. I always have to count again. It's 5. Yeah.
What was your first one?
My first one, when I turned 18, I went to a Christian school, and I
Okay.
wanted to get something that had like religious meaning.
Yeah.
And so I got a crown of thorns around my arm.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Pamela Anderson got her barbed wire like almost immediately following that, and so my high school baseball teammates enjoyed referring to me.
That's really
So I had it covered up.
Yeah. Oh, did you? What is it now?
I have the skyline of Nashville over
Oh,
it
that's
now.
cool. There we go. And what was the last tattoo you got?
Most recent was this one here. If it feels like home, follow its path.
That guy's about Nashville.
You know what? There's a poet on Instagram. His name's R.M. Drake.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
And this isn't exact word for word.
Yeah.
I kind of paraphrased it a little bit, but I just think for anybody who like feels like they have a dream that's a little bit lofty,
Yeah.
that you shouldn't give up on it just because it seems like a lot or a big undertaking. If it feels right, you should go for it.
Yeah, I like that. It's true. And I feel like in music, that can be a lot of things. A lot of people are scared to take that leap.
Absolutely.
So definitely inspirational. But I was going to ask you, what is your best piece of advice, or a piece of advice that you've received? And I'm thinking that ties into that.
So it was musical advice,
Yeah.
and it took me a minute to really understand it. Gavin DeGraw said to me, if you can be happy doing anything other than music,
Yeah.
then do anything other than music.
Right.
But if it's literally the only thing that can make you happy, then don't let anybody tell you no.
I like that. That's perfect.
And I didn't really get it until I got into this process, and
Yeah.
it saw like, if you want to chase this dream, it's not all glamour and glitz. It's a lot of work, and it can be really discouraging sometimes. And I think that's what he meant by it.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
No.
But if it's what you love, it's so rewarding and it's so worth it.
Yeah. You actually Instagrammed recently saying no days off. right?
No
so there's
days
no days
off.
off. It's all work. I was gonna ask you if you did have like a dream vacation, or you could just like escape for a week and drop off the face of the earth. What would you do?
I'm such a beach bum
Yeah.
that it would either be like somewhere in Mexico, or you know what? One of my bucket list spots is Australia. If I
Oh.
could go.
Have you been?
I haven't.
No.
I
feel like-
haven't.
yeah.
I would love to, and maybe like. Well, their summers are winter, so maybe get over there during their summer and
Yeah.
just spend a week on the beach. Something, maybe something tropical. I don't know. I do
Yeah.
love Hawaii.
No, that's cool.
But as I get older, I find myself wanting like less people. So like maybe like
yeah.
one of the other like
a
Maui
secluded
and like
island.
like a little resort. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do Australia. It blows my mind that they're like a million hours in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wake up when we're like halfway through the day,
Yep.
and I don't understand how it works. It just time zones blow my mind. It sounds
It's
insane.
super weird. I'm to the point now we travel so much that I'm like I don't think about the time
Yeah.
zone. Just the phone adjusts
Tells you.
itself, and I'm like.
I was
this-
gonna say, how do you keep on track? That's the thing too. It's like even when it's now time changes, when it goes like an hour forward, an hour back, I always just have to like my phone knows what's happening.
Yeah, my phone will do
That's
it.
insane.
I can't think about that stuff
Yeah.
anymore. It freaks me out. I just set the alarm. I wake up. What am I doing right this moment? Not for the rest of the day. Like,
Just
what's
bed.
this first thing I have
Yeah.
to do? It might even just say make coffee.
Yeah.
Like one thing at a time.
And what's the first? Is that what you do when you wake up? The first thing
I'm
you do?
weird. My coffee is actually not coffee. My morning caffeine is Diet Coke.
Oh, in the morning?
Oh yeah, and all day long.
Oh my goodness! Is it like with ice or with lime or just Diet Coke?
They're straight out of a can.
That's crazy. I've heard like energy drinks. but-
Yeah, I'm pretty much addicted to diet soda at this point.
That's true. I really like Diet Coke, and one time I think I was like 5 years old. I had it for the first time, and someone's like, "Are you on a diet?" And I was like, "No, I just like the way it tastes.
Like the
it
taste.
tastes better."
Yeah. I can't drink sugar soda now. It's way too sweet.
Yeah. That's because you get addicted to it and
Yeah.
you can't go back.
Yeah.
Well, we love what you're doing. I
Thank
want to say
you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That the music video is so much fun.
Thank you so
And
much.
it looks like it was fun. It was on a beach, so you were in your zone.
We were in Malibu. It was awesome.
Yeah, and we love your self-titled EP, and we just wish you good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Can't sleep without you. I can't sleep without you. I never thought I would be like this. Just wide awake, waiting on a good night.